The alien commanders stood inside a bright white testing chamber, watching the human from behind thick glass walls. The human soldier walked forward alone. His armor was massive. Heavy metal plates covered his chest, arms, and legs. The joints were thick. The helmet was solid. No glowing shield. No smooth alien design. The aliens laughed. One commander shook his head. To them, the armor looked old, slow, and foolish. Every advanced species used light armor and energy shields. Heavy armor was something weak races used before extinction. Primitive, one alien officer said. They believed the human would not survive even one shot. To prove it, they brought out their deadliest weapon. A focused energy cannon used only to destroy tanks and bunkers. It had erased cities on other worlds. The human stopped walking. He did not raise a weapon. He did not run. He only stood there. The cannon powered up. The room filled with a loud hum. Heat rose. The aliens watched with excitement, ready to laugh again. Fire, the commander ordered. A bright beam exploded from the cannon and struck the human directly in the chest. The light was blinding. The force shook the room. Smoke and sparks filled the air. The aliens smiled. No one could survive that. The smoke slowly cleared. The human was still standing. His armor was darkened, but unbroken. The human lifted his head, and the laughter in the room stopped. Silence filled the chamber. The alien commanders stared at the human soldier as if reality itself had broken. Their weapons showed no error. The shot had been perfect. The power was lethal, yet the human still lived. Small warning lights appeared on the control panels. Heat levels were higher than expected. Energy readings showed something strange. The armor had absorbed the blast instead of breaking. The aliens did not understand. Their armor relied on energy shields. When hit too hard, the shields failed. Everyone knew this. That was the rule of war. But the human armor followed no such rule. One scientist stepped forward and spoke carefully. The armor was not resisting the weapon. It was enduring it. The force was spreading across layers of metal, not stopping in one place. The human took one slow step forward. Then another. Each step echoed in the chamber. The aliens felt something new. Not fear yet, but doubt. They fired again. The second shot burned longer. Hotter. The human slowed, but did not fall. Smoke rose from his armor. The floor melted beneath his boots. Still, he advanced. The aliens began to understand their mistake. This armor was not built to look advanced. It was built to survive the worst moment possible. And the worst moment had just begun. The alien commanders gave a new order. Stop testing. Destroy the human. Heavy cannons rose from the walls. Drones activated in the air. Red warning lights filled the chamber. This was no longer a test. This was an execution. The human finally moved his hands. He did not reach for cover. He reached for his weapon. Alien fire filled the room. Beams struck his armor from every side. Sparks exploded. Metal glowed red. The noise was deafening. The human fell to one knee. The aliens felt relief. Then he stood back up. The armor adjusted. Inner layers shifted. Heat vents opened and released burning air. What should have been fatal damage was only stress. The human raised his weapon and fired once. A single solid round hit a drone. It shattered instantly. The aliens froze. Their weapons were complex and fragile. The human weapon was simple and brutal. It did not overload. It did not fail. The human walked forward through the storm of fire. Each step was slower now, but stronger. The aliens saw the truth. This armor was not meant to avoid battle. It was meant to walk through it. And for the first time, the alien commanders felt real fear. The chamber doors exploded inward. More humans entered. Each one wore the same heavy armor. The aliens had hoped the first soldier was an exception. A rare case. A mistake. They were wrong. Alien weapons fired wildly now. Fear replaced discipline. Shots hit human armor again and again. Some humans slowed. Some were pushed back. None of them fell. Human soldiers moved together, step by step, like a wall of steel. Their weapons spoke in short, powerful bursts. Alien drones dropped from the air. Cannons were destroyed before they could charge. The aliens tried to adapt. Weapon power increased. Firing patterns change. It did not matter. Human armor did not rely on perfect conditions. It worked in chaos, smoke, heat, and darkness. An alien commander watched his best troops retreat. That had never happened before. The humans kept advancing. The aliens finally understood something terrifying. This was not bravery. This was design. Humans expected to be hit. And they had built their armor for exactly this moment. The fight did not stay inside the chamber. It spread to ships, stations, entire systems. Alien fleets opened fire on human ships. Energy beams struck hulls again and again. Human ships were slower, heavier. They did not dodge. They endured. Alien weapons overheated. Power cores failed. Shields collapsed. Human ships kept moving forward. Boarding parties followed. Human soldiers walked through burning corridors, armor scarred but unbroken. Alien defenses fell one by one. The alien empire tried to retreat. Orders were given too late. Communication broke down. Fear spread faster than commands. Records show that in the final hours, many alien crews abandoned their posts at the sight of human armor. The empire that once mocked humanity fell in silence. Not because humans were faster. Not because humans were smarter. But because humans refused to break. The war ended. The galaxy remembered. Alien history books were rewritten. Human armor was studied in secret. Copies were attempted. None worked. Other species asked why humans used such heavy armor. Human leaders gave a simple answer. Because we planned to survive. From that day on, alien commanders taught new rules of war. If humans arrive lightly armed, you may fight. If humans arrive in heavy armor, you are already too late. Human armor became a symbol. Not of power, but of endurance. Not of speed, but of certainty. Humans did not need to scare their enemies. Their armor did it for them. Because the species that prepares for the worst moment is the one that always walks away from it.